Hey, what's up guys, Sir Emanon here, and welcome to another video. So this is going to be the return of Road to 1000 DuelingBook rating for the February 2022 format, and we're going to be playing Dragon Link for this video. So yeah, this is a deck that I'm having quite a bit of fun with, in comparison to the other decks this format isn't the greatest, but this one I do want to improve upon and get better with, because it has been quite a substantial amount of time since, the LP into Union Carrier plus Buster Lock shenanigans. So yeah, I do want to improve and adapt alongside the changes this deck has underwent and the playstyle overall. And our opponent is going to be on Paleozoic, but no frogs. They're on kind of a more mill-oriented build with like good stuff to hit in the graveyard. Things like Rise to Full Height and Breakthrough Skill, kind of the things that have been more popular in Paleozoic recently. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started here without any further ado, because oh boy, this is a long match. So I imagine this is going to be a really, really long video. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. We won the RPS. We're going to be going first here, and there's going to be a lot of misplays. I'm just going to put that one out there before we get started. So if you see anything, please do let me know in the comments below if I don't go over it. Would love to learn and improve. I do like to post these kinds of replays just because like I am trying to get better, so hopefully you guys can learn something alongside with me and we can kind of grow together. That's kind of like the idea, right? So yeah, our hand going first is going to be Destrudo, Quick Launch, Router, Safer, and Galactic Spiral Dragon. So fantastic hand. You see that we are still in the Zombie Vampire in the deck. I don't tend to go for it game 1 blind anymore just because it is very, very risky, especially into a matchup like this. But yeah, it still is a pretty good option, I think. And at the very least, this is an extender, so it's not bad. And then their hand going second is going to be Canadia, Leancoilia, Laundry Trap, Morella, and Olanoides. If you guys don't know what this card does, it's a continuous trap that reads basically once per chain. If you summon a monster to your field, you can mill the top card of your deck to your graveyard, so just more fuel for like Paleozoics or other good value graveyard traps like Breakthrough Skill, for instance. And then this card also has a second effect where if it's sent from the deck to the graveyard by a card effect, something like a Morella, for instance, you can go ahead and add back any card in your graveyard back to your hand that was sent there this turn besides itself. So overall, pretty decent array of effects right here. And you can kind of see like the mill strategy already coming into effect, like self-mill. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and summon out Safer. And right here, we already misplayed, I think. So I shouldn't have grabbed Collapse Serpent. I think I should have just sent Router to search for Noctivision, because if you think about it, right, if I go for a Ravine play with Romulus, I'm not really going to be able to send anything to the graveyard that I don't already have in my hand to pitch, because the only good remaining target is Legionnaire, but that's only if I can keep Safred in grave. And right now, like, I'm going to banish it for Collapse Apron, so it kind of nullifies that whole game plan. So yeah, probably should have just gotten the value off of Router. Like, that would have been a +1 by itself, where this was just like a break even. But yeah, here we're going to go ahead, go for Collapse Serpent, turn that into Striker Dragon, and we're going to go ahead and get Striker Dragon and the Collapse Serpent to search for the Wyvern Bracer and the Boot Sector launch, and then we're going to go ahead and go for the Wyvern Bracer right here, and then right here we're going to go for Romulus. I think here I probably should have just gone for Seal, because I don't know the matchup yet, so my opponent could have Nibiru, and this is summon number 5. If I get Nibiru at any point, like, my follow-up is a bit awkward. Like, I do have Quick Launch plus Router to kind of recover, and Destrudo, but I, again, don't really have a ton of value to get off Ravine anyways, given the way that this turn played out. So yeah, probably could have just like held this and just gotten to Seal straight away. We're going to Ravine here, and given the fact that we kind of messed up, we're going to try and adapt as best as we can. So we're going to send a second copy of Router here to search for Tracer, and this might seem weird because we like, already have the Router in hand, but at minimum I can use this as like an extender, or I can use it for follow-up. And this makes it so that like I get at least some value off like Boot Sector launch this turn. Like, I could have like pitched the Router off the Ravine, but like there was, again, nothing great to send anyhow. So I decided this was fine because I'm probably going to end up using Destrudo anyways. So we're going to go ahead and use Boot Sector launch to summon out Tracer. And then we're going to go ahead and activate the Destrudo Engrave. Again, this is like really weirdly played, but I realized that like if I go and use Tracer, then I can't make Seal afterwards. And like this is the only extender I have besides committing the other Router. And I just wanted to hold this for follow-up. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and do that and go for Seal. There's like a million better ways to do this. And here's another misplay. So I used Tracer to pop Boot when I could have just activated Quick Launch and then chain Tracer to pop Quick Launch, and then that would have kept the Boot on field. So yeah, overall this is just like really, really poorly played on my end. But yeah, again, I do want to just get better with sequencing overall, so feel free to leave any further critiques or criticisms. I'm open. So I'll go ahead and go for Chaos Ruler here. We're going to go ahead and mill 5. So we're going to go and add a copy of Ghost back. We hit like 4 hand traps and Snow. This card is still pretty good in this deck, even though we don't play like the Shooting Riser Dragon, unlike the Brave Token build of this deck. Which, by the way, I'm not playing the Brave Token stuff just because, quite frankly, I don't want to buy those cards in paper, and I want to just like test a build that I might realistically play. But yeah, this card is pretty good still, just because like, you can hit it off Ruler or off the Zombie Vampire. And so yeah, I think it's still like a pretty solid inclusion. Like worst case scenario, you could pitch it off Ravine if you draw it. We're gonna go for quick launch now. Again, we could have kept the Boot Sector on field and ended up with the same board. So yeah, definitely not the greatest sequencing here. And we go for Hot Red. Like we go for Quad Boral if we wanted to, but like Quad Boral pitch doesn't really do anything because like we can bring back Tracer Recharger, but that makes Savage and like we just neg a card for no reason. So yeah, I definitely could have played this out a lot better, I think. I should have been able to end on at least like one more interruption on board. Like this is not what that hand should have turned into. Like that hand was full gas and we ended on like Seal Hot Red. Like that was very, very bad. So if I play this out differently, like I could have gone like let's kind of like go back and like think about what the play should have been. So it should have been like safer pitch router to add Noctivision and then router to search for the Tracer. I could have gone like Striker, Nocto. I would have drawn a card which would have changed the line. And then I could have gone for like the Romulus play and then I could have had a Levy, so I could have like ripped a card out of their hand. And then I could have had like Steal from that position. And then I could have gone like the whole Tracer stuff. And I would have still had Destrudo as an extender, so I could have ended on like at least one more. So like this should have been like a card ripped out of the hand, plus like at least IP or Savage on top of this. So yeah, this was just played out like really, really badly. But again, that's why we're here to learn, right? Like, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I'm a perfect player, and here is the misplays displayed for you guys on screen. So the guy draw the Phantom Knights of Lost Vambrace, or Vambrace. This is a pretty interesting card. It's a trap monster that allows you to go ahead and make it so that one monster you control can't be, one monster you control becomes level 2 and loses 600 attack, and then Phantom Knight monsters can't be short by battle, including itself. So yeah, this is just like another like level 2 body. Again, they're not on frogs. So they're just going to go ahead and set 5 pass. And we're going to go ahead and draw for turn. See, if we kept the Boot Sector on field, we could have like end phase, use Seal to bounce. And then we could have gotten like more mileage. So yeah, right here, I am assuming this is actually Eldritch. I don't know, it's Paleo. So we draw Black Metal for turn. And I don't want to commit into like a Torrential. So I just go into battle phase here. And then I figure I would just play the slow game. And I'll see like, I can like negate Scarlet if that comes up. But they go ahead and actually Canadian me, so I'm like, oh, this is actually Paleo. So yeah, this does force the Abyss, and we're gonna go ahead and they're gonna go activate this copy of Morella. I have the option to chain Snow here to block them from getting a Paleo, but I decided that's not worth it, like to get rid of all those resources. And again, like if I'm still playing around Torrential, then I should like hold off on it. Although to be fair, they could like Torrential their own board here if they wanted to. Yeah, they get to chain Canada. They actually sent the wrong card here. They meant to send Rise to Full Height. So if you guys don't know what this card does, you can basically banish it from your graveyard to go ahead and target a monster you control, and then your opponent's monsters can't attack except to attack that monster. So essentially, if this monster leaves the field, you can't attack directly, and that like it works well with like Dupe Frog if you play it. So it's like cool synergies. They're gonna go ahead and then activate the Lost Vambrace, and at this point, like there's not really a point again, like just blocking them from using Paleos. So go ahead and just let this go. So yeah, they're gonna go ahead and summon out the Fam Knight, and then they're gonna go ahead and use the Rise to Full Height on the Lost Vambrace. And again, this thing can't be short of battle, so I effectively like can't attack. They basically just threatening void me. So yeah, we're just gonna move into main 2, and at this point, I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna have to make a move somehow because this is gonna threaten Toad plus like more stuff, or like even Obabinia, which is pretty hard for this deck to deal with because like this deck's all monster effects, so it's hard to deal with cards that are just unaffected. So we gotta think here. We're gonna go for Black Metal Dragon as a normal summon in main 2, and then we're gonna go for Pissy. We're gonna go ahead and activate the effect of the Black Metal to search for Red MD. And here I'm just basically trying to set up as much as I can. We're gonna go ahead and banish. I actually just misclicked there. I banished 2 lights to summon Chaos Ruler, but yeah, that should have been a light in the dark, so it should have been the Black Metal there. So we're gonna summon back Ruler, and then from here, we're gonna go ahead and banish it for the Red MD, and then Red MD to bring back the Striker Dragon, and we're gonna Pissy back. So I want to bring back this copy of Safer Tier. That way I can search for Levianeer, and I can like Levianeer pop the board. So we can like Safer, get rid of the Spiral Dragon to search for the Levianeer, and now I wanted to do like Striker pop itself in Recharger, but obviously that's not legal because this wasn't summoned from the extra deck, so Recharger doesn't trigger there. What I could have done though, looking in hindsight, is I could have like Striker pop Pisty to add back Recharger, and it would have done what I wanted to. So that's what I should have done. Because what I wanted to end on was Savage plus Levianeer, and I couldn't figure out how to do it at the time. But yeah, also this is a reason why you shouldn't play at late at night. Just FYI, this is like 1 a.m. But yeah, we're gonna make another copy of Seal instead, which is totally unnecessary because like my thought process was I want to like vacate my zones. Where in reality, like I was gonna activate Striker Dragon afterward anyway, so like I just kind of wasted a Seal for no reason. So yeah, again, just like things that can be improved upon all around. We go for Levianeer here. We're gonna go ahead and activate the effect. They're gonna Chain Link Kalia to put back the Rise to Full Height, so they're gonna be guaranteed to live another turn basically. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and pop the Laundry Trap and the Lost Vambrace. I'm kind of surprised they didn't activate the Laundry Trap at any point during their turn or during this turn, because like they summoned 3 monsters. They could have milled 3. But yeah, we just popped those 2 because like again these aren't affected, so I can't really do anything about that. And then we're gonna go Striker effect. And I think it's here where I realize, oh yeah, I can't like Striker to pop itself to add back Recharger, trigger Recharger, because that's not legal. So yeah, we just add back Tracer, just in case we get to the point next turn where we can do it. And then we can go ahead and go for IP. And then we pass. So yeah, this could have been a lot different. Like, to be fair, Masquerade is not bad either, but I could have ended on Savage, and I would have had like the Striker Dragon still on field. Although I wouldn't have been able to make IP with those 2. But I could have like summoned like Levianeer and turned like the Levianeer and the Red MD into IP and have the Striker to link away with that. But this isn't bad either because like I still have Snow Engrave too, because like I can Snow on their turn and then link away with IP there, which isn't horrible. And then I could like Red MD. If I keep Red MD on field, that's really good because it's more follow up. So yeah, kind of like a really weird game state. So yeah, they're gonna overlay into a copy of Opabinia. Again, I can't really interact with any of this because just they're all unaffected by monster effects, and that's all I have right now. Really, I also could have gotten more priority to go for the Dragmaid engine, the Chamber engine, because like Chamber into Tiding would have been good here. But yeah, they're gonna go ahead and detach the Canadia, and then they're gonna go and search for a copy of the Morella. And then here they're gonna go ahead and activate the Morella here. And then in response, I am gonna chain Snow because it's at this point where I want to deny them from having just like bodies on the field to go ahead and make like more rank 2s, because like next turn I can just attack over the Opabinia, which is not a problem, but if they go for like Toad or Anomalocaris, like that will present some issues for me. So yeah, I go ahead and just decide to use Snow as a way to like block them from using a Paleozoic, because again the Paleos have to chain directly to the trap. So yeah, those are like kind of interactions I do remember. They're gonna send Breakthrough Skill, and then they're gonna set 2 and then pass. And I'm gonna go ahead and use Masquerade here. And then we're going to go and link off into Unicorn. We're going to Unicorn effect pitching Router to target the Trap Trick. And they concede here, which I thought was interesting because they had Rise to Full Height Engrave. So they could have easily protected themselves. Like they could have lived another turn, but they decided to concede here. So we're going to move into game 2. And also I did want to show off sighting, which is something I used to do. Oh, we timed out. Unfortunate. Yeah, I did want to show off sighting, because that's something I used to do in the series that I forgot that I did. So yeah, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go into solo mode, and then we're just going to go begin sighting, and then we're going to show off the sighting patterns. So you get to see my list as well if you made it this far into the video. So I think what I did going second was I went like this. I sighted these for sure. And I think I sighted out these 7. And I think I also sighted out, or sighted into Droplet, just because like my cards aren't very good against like the Opabinia and like Anomalocaris, so I wanted like more cards for that. This also deals with Toad to an extent. So I think this is my sighting pattern going into game 2 here. So yeah, moving into game 2, we're gonna go ahead. They're gonna go first, and this video is already 14 minutes, and we haven't even gotten through the thick of it yet. So their opening hand going first is going to be Barella, Goes a Match, Needlebug Nest, Breakthrough Skill, and a Laundry Trap. You can see the mill power on display. Yeah, their hand's pretty decent. Not like a lot of defense, but it's enough. And then our hand is going to be Chaos Space, Pankratops, Tracer, Rocket Synchron, and another Tracer. So yeah, they're not going to be able to summon a monster turn 1, so the Pankratops is not live right here. So it's going to set 5 pass. We draw a Galactic Spiral Dragon, and then they're going to begin things off with the Morella in draw phase. So that's going to send a copy of the Rise to Full Height. And then they're going to activate Laundry Trap on Res. So it's going to let them bring back this copy of Morella. I don't have anything to like chain block here. So yeah, like a cool thing to do with like Cosmic is like you can chain Cosmic to hit something else, and then like that gets rid of that trap and it blocks the Paleo from coming back, which is really good. And then here they get to mill one. So they're gonna go and mill a copy of another Morella, which is really good because now they can Needle Bug Nest and get more value. So they can chain Morella to that as well. So here they're gonna go ahead and mill 5. And you can see that they're playing Tidying, even though we're the Dragon deck. But that's because they're playing Laundry Dragon Maid in their deck. And Laundry Dragon Maid is a card that lets them mill 3 on summon. So get it, Laundry Trap, Laundry Dragon Maid. That's kind of like the idea there. But no, like Dragon Maid Tidying with the Laundry Dragon Maid is actually pretty sick. Because Laundry is a level 2 monster, which is pretty cool. It's also a water, so you can add back off Toad. Like, there's cool stuff with that card. You'll see it come up here. In this match. They also didn't mill one off of this Morella. They could have done it, but they just either forgot or chose not to. Either way, we go ahead and we go for Chaos Space. We're going to pitch the Rocket Tracer to go for the Wyvern Burster. I don't go for Pankratops yet. I could have done it first, like to start things off. But what's the reasoning for not using or summoning Pankratops first? If I'm being honest here, I can't remember the exact reasoning for why I held this in my hand, so I probably should have just summoned it. But yeah, instead what we do is we summon the Wyvern Burst and we walk face first into Gozen match, which is obviously not very good. If we have Pankratops on board, we could just outer this right here. But yeah, this is like one of the plays that does get punished by the Gozen. So yeah, we do in fact have to contend with that now. They get to change Dynamiscus as well. And they also, again, elect not to mill with the Laundry Trap. They do know it's not once per chain because, or not once per turn rather, but it's only once per chain because they do it later on in the game where they mill multiple times per turn with it. So I guess they just chose not to. They're going to rise to full height at the start of battle phase to target their own Morella, so we have to attack it. I mean, to be fair, like, we weren't going to attack anything anyway, so I think that was kind of a waste of a rise to full height. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and pass here because we can't do anything else. Like, I could set a monster, but not really a point. They draw Backjack for turns, so again, like just more excavation power. They're going to go for Obabinia here, and our hands are kind of tied, but thankfully this version of Paleo, even more so than regular Paleo, does not OTK very fast. In fact, does not put up a lot of damage very quickly at all. So we have some time. They're going to go ahead and summon Obabinia, go for the Laundry Trap to mill one, and they mill the Laundry Dragon Maid. So this card, on normal or special summon, just mills the top 3, and then does the regular Dragon Maid stuff, like the tag out and battle phase thing. But yeah, you can see it's level 2 water. You can bring it back off with the Tidying to mill more cards, which is pretty good. So yeah, it's a pretty cool card. So yeah, they're going to go ahead and activate the Obabinia to go and search. They're going to go and grab Dynamiscus. And then they're going to go ahead and activate Tidying to bring back this copy of the Laundry Dragon Maid. And then they're going to activate Laundry Dragon Maid effects, and they're going to chain the Laundry Trap there. So they're going to mill 4. They mill double Rise to Full Height Breakthrough skill, which is like really, really good for them. And it's at this point where it's like, ah, man, now I'm like kind of in a bad position here. They're going to Breakthrough skill here, just to get another Paleo on board. And then they're going to go ahead and activate this copy of Dynamiscus here. And then that gets them... I don't know if they have another Paleo. They don't, because the last one is under the Obabinia. Their Morella got banished because it was attacked over. Oh, wait, no, they had a Leoncolia here. Wait, when did that get engraved? I totally just did not... I just totally missed that, I guess. Oh, yeah, they had a Leoncolia here. So they're going to go ahead and trigger out Backjack off this, being pitched off Dynamiscus. There's a lot of really good value here. And they're going to go and look at the top 3. And then next, they're going to go and overlay for Anomalocaris. So yeah, this is really, really good. This is like basically Trident. And now we are in a pretty bad spot because we're not going to be able to kill them. Pretty much 3 double Rise to Full Height. And we have to deal with Gozen plus the Anomalocaris, which like the Gozen is outable here now that they cleared their board, thankfully. I was like thinking in the moment, like, wait, what if they just like pass and don't clear a Wyvern Burster? Like then like how do we actually like out our own Wyvern Burster? But thankfully they did the job for us. So we draw Absterrator for turn. And then we can go to main phase. We summon out Pankratops here. And I make another mistake here. I actually go into the battle phase, which was a mistake because for one, they could have just used Rise to Full Height to like redirect and make it so that I could attack, or so that I would attack whatever. But for another, like, I mean, obviously they're gonna pop here to force my Pankratops, which I was thinking that's a good thing because now I don't have to deal with the pop in main phase 2. But in reality, I think I want to keep my battle phase as best as I could Just because like in main phase 2, I don't have a way to clear these at all because of the fact that everything that I have is a monster effect. And again, these things are just unaffected. So apart from the battle phase, I don't have a good way of actually like dealing with these cards. So yeah, definitely like not a good position for me. Also, I should have Chaos Based first. I don't know why I didn't Chaos Based first. We draw into Cosmic, which also would have changed things because I could have just done like Cosmic on the Gozen as well. But like this is fine to keep and like hold on to. So yeah, just like a really, really weird order. We get a summon out Tracer in main 2 and then summon out Router. They don't decide to do anything here. They have a Backjack here, and I'm thinking like they have something to like set off Backjack, but later on they like say that everything's okay, which I thought was pretty interesting. Yeah, right here they say like all good, I guess, which like I was expecting something because like they stacked their deck with Backjack. But yeah, we go for Striker Dragon. We're gonna go ahead and activate to search out the Brute Sector, and yeah, like right here I can make a board, but I can't actually clear the 2 threats. So my priority right here should be to try and go for Chamber to search Tidying if I can. It's gonna be tough though because I already committed my normal summon. But yeah, we're gonna go for Romulus, and then we're gonna go ahead and search for Tracer off the Router, and then we're gonna go for Ravine off the Romulus. And then we're gonna go ahead and Ravine effect to pitch the Galactic Spiral to send a Levianeer. Let's think why I did this. I did this because I wanted to mill safer off of the Chaos Ruler, and I was kind of banking on that happening. Like, what else would I be able to send here? Because I already went through abs. I guess Destrudo, but Destrudo doesn't really do a whole lot. I am playing Dark in this deck, so I could have done activated Dark, but like all that would have done was like just trade with the Backjack. Like, it would have activated and they would just chain Backjack. So like Dark is kind of awkward in this scenario. So yeah, I decided to just go for this play instead. We go Boot to summon out Tracer and the Rocket Synchron, and then Galactic Spiral comes back just as another body to help make Seal. And then we're going to go for Tracer, pop the Boot to go ahead and summon out Recharger. And then we go for the Ruler here. So right now I'm like trying as best as I can to hit Levy. To be fair, hitting Levy doesn't even do a lot. Or safer rather, to add back Levy. It doesn't even do that much because again, these are just unaffected. Like everything I do is not gonna deal with this. Like pretty much my only option would be like if I were to mill like Tidying and Chamber. So by that logic, I probably should have sent Chamber instead off the Ravine. That way I could like try and hit Tidying and then like banish Tidying to add or summon Chamber and add the second Tidying, and then pretty much out the Opabinia there. So the Opabinia is what's gonna let them keep going. Whereas like the non-Malacris, like yeah, we'll pop cards, but like it's something that's somewhat manageable. So yeah, off those we add Red MD here. And then we go ahead and turn these into a copy of Hot Red. And then we set Cosmic and Pass. So yeah, like this is a fine board, but like it doesn't do anything because again, like I couldn't clear the board. But yeah, they draw for turn. They draw Backjack, which I guess they had to have like revealed 3 monsters or something. Which like the only reason why they didn't like get any value off Backjack. But yeah, they're gonna go ahead and go to main phase here. So they can activate the Anomalocris here to just go and pop the Abyss. I probably shouldn't have even like summoned this card because realistically all this can negate is like the Laundry Trap. But this is another thing that can like chain block the Paleozoic Grave because it's just a quick effect. I can just activate it in response to like a trap being activated. So that's not bad. They're gonna go for Opabinia next to search for Leoncolia. And then they can go Battle Phase here. So they're gonna go ahead and threaten Seal. I go ahead and just chain the Seal. Like attempt to bounce the Opabinia even though it's unaffected just to get the Grave effect off. And then we go for Safer, which can now add back the Levy that I sent earlier. So like I guess that's fine. But yeah, this probably should have been the Tidying, or sorry, the Chamber to search for Tidying. Because like, I still need to clear the board. But yeah, it's gonna be tough, like 3 double Rise to Full Height. Like these Rise to Full Heights are gonna be what's preventing me from winning the game essentially. So yeah, they're gonna go ahead and activate Leoncolia, and then they're gonna target the Tidying. I'm thinking here if I want to like do anything in response. I do decide to chain Cosmic here. So I want to hit the Leoncolia so it gets banished, and they also don't get to have another Paleo Trap on the field. Because like they target Tidying, so they want a Tidying to bring back the copy of Laundry here. And so that's like another rank 2. That makes, or rather, no, Toad requires Aquas, right? So they couldn't make Toad there, but they could have made like maybe another copy of Opabinia. So yeah, that, like regardless, that would have been a rank 2 play, so I had to stop it somehow. Like I could have gone Snow instead, I suppose, which probably would have been better, because it puts a body on board and like can hold Cosmic for like another point in time. But yeah, they decided to, after doing that, they decided just to not use the tiding here. So yeah, we go ahead and draw for a turn. We draw Noctivision. So yeah, pretty much like I have to try and end the game this turn because I'm kind of running low in follow up because I played my turn a little bit strange last turn. Where I probably should have like tried to contest the board like via the battle phase and just like play through the pop. Because you now have to play through the pop anyhow, and like I'm stuck in the same position as last turn basically. Where like if last turn I did the play where just like summon Pankratops, pop goes in, like I'm in the same spot as this turn where it's like I'm staring down on Anomalocris, like the pop, and I have to like try and kill through double rise to full height. Whereas like now I have to do it like a turn later, and it's just buy my opponent more time. And the more time they have, the better it is for them. So you go save it, add back Levy. We're gonna go ahead and banish, and I decided not to use the effect because I'm anticipating this is a backjack. Like what else do you set in this deck realistically, right? Like I can assume there's no hand traps in this deck, and we already saw backjack. It's probably just another backjack, right? So yeah, like if I use Levy to pop, my thought process was like, oh, they're gonna go and rise to full height chain to target their backjack, and then after that I just can't attack at all. But I would have rather have that have happened because like then I know that like what I have to kind of deal with in terms of just managing like the battle phase, because like then I just pretty much wouldn't have a battle phase at that point. So yeah, like Rise Fall Hay is like really awkward to play against. We're gonna Ruler summon itself back, and then we're gonna go ahead and activate Noctivision on that summon. And then here we're gonna, I think we go for, let's see, we banish it to summon out Red MD. Because I just want like as many big bodies on the board as possible. Just because like this card can't effectively out it. And like I was trying to think like, oh, how can I force the Anomalocris before battle phase so I can like attack? But it doesn't matter with like double rise to full height. But I mean, I gotta like force it somehow. So we're gonna remedy to bring back the hot red. And we're gonna go into battle phase here. So they're gonna go and activate the effect of their rise to full height. So they're going to target their set backjack anyways. So like the outcome would have been the same if I used the Levy effect versus if I didn't use it. But yeah, we're just going to go ahead and attack it. They're going to activate the effect. They're going to look at the top 3. And they're going to restack. And from here, it's like, yeah, this is like really annoying. Like I can't actually deal with this. And then here we're just going to link into another copy of Seal. Because now it's where I realized like, I realized at some point in this turn that I was supposed to go for tidying. Because like tidying helps deal with this board somewhat. But yeah, I guess to be fair, like an Anomalocris in this position can pop the tidying anyways. So realistically, I should have gone for tidying last turn if I had the chance to. But yeah, like overall, this is just a really, really weird game. Backjack effect in end phase, that's gonna go ahead and banish itself, and they're gonna chain link to tidying, and then they're gonna hit tidying off of the backjack here. And then they're going to go ahead and activate the tidying. They decide not to mill 3 off Laundry. And then we're going to negate the tidying here. They're going to Anomalocris effect. They chose not to use the effect, like this effect, to go ahead and excavate the top card. So like, yeah, both of us kind of just misplaying a bit here. Again, that's what happens when you play like a long grindy match and it's also late. There's going to be a lot of misplays. Yeah, like we both like just messed up our turns really, really badly. But yeah, they're going to draw Canada for turn. They're in a lot better of a position than we are, though. Because they just have, like, a lot more ways to not die and, like, ways to, like, grind with the tidying engine. And then there's, like, a lot of Paleos in Grave. So yeah, they're in a pretty good spot here. They're going to go to main phase 1. They're going to activate the breakthrough skill to go ahead and target the seal. I just decided to let this go because, like, there's nothing that I really want to bounce. I contemplate bouncing my own Red MD, which I probably should have done because, like, this makes it so that I have more follow-up. But they're going to go battle phase. We're going to go ahead and activate the effect of the seal. And then we're going to seal Graveyard effect. And then summon out Chamber, which again, this like everything that I did was basically one turn later than it should have been. Like from, you know, just like trying to make that push to force the rise full height. That should have been done the turn I summoned Pankratops. This should have been done like the turn afterward. Like when I first used seal, like everything was just done too late. And at this point, like, again, they have too many resources. They clear a chamber, and they go for Downard. I don't know why I don't go Snow here to book this, because it's obviously going for Zeus. I don't know why I don't do it. I think I was just, like, not paying attention. But yeah, I should have just done Snow there. To be fair, they probably have space for double Downard. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't play, if they played double Downard. Because then, like, they could have just done, like, Downard Zeus over top of this anyhow. But yeah, like, this is unaffected by the Zeus too, so like this stays on board and it makes it a Canadian still like live on my turn. Which isn't the greatest for me. And we draw black metal, which is not a very good draw here. And yeah, like if I had the red MD in my hand, this would have been like somewhat manageable. But yeah, like the fact that I let them make Zeus too is just like I don't know. I think I was just like not thinking. There's no defending that play. We're gonna go ahead and they're gonna Zeus here. They're gonna chain Viceful Height on their Laundry, so that when their Laundry goes, makes it so that like I can't attack basically, because like I have to attack the Laundry, but the Laundry's not on field anymore, so I can't attack. So like they again get to live here, and now I'm like, okay, well we got through all three of the Viceful Heights, so as long as we live, we're fine. As long like if they don't have another like Leoncolia to put back a Viceful Height, and they went through 2 Leoncolia, so they have 1 more left. But like if we can play through that, then we could maybe outgrind this, maybe. But yeah, here like go to the restroom and then we come back. We go ahead and set Tiding and pass. I probably should just summon the black metal, but I want to like hold this for a push, because like I'm running low on resources as is, so I want to like conserve all the resources that I have. And then here at end phase, they're going to go Tiding to bring back the Laundry, and then they're going to go Mill 3. They hit the Laundry trap, which is good, because they can add back Canadia. And then they are going to go ahead and draw for turn. They draw another Morella. So here they have a lot of things they can go for. They can go for a Morella here. They got Chain Dynamiscus here. And pretty much at this point, I'm holding Snow so that just to not die. That's like essentially the reason. They can send Breakthrough Skill off Morella. And then they're going to link off. They linked off the wrong thing, so they're going for the Paleo link. They're going to go for the Canberra roster. And then they're going to go ahead and activate the effect. They're going to send away my Tiding, which is like totally fine because I have Chamber in here anyways. So that's like another body to help me live. But yeah, they get to go ahead and set the Leoncolia, and they can activate this turn. But they decided to just go battle phase here. And then they go ahead and attack with Zeus. Again, I don't know why I didn't Snow this. Like I could have just snowed to book the Zeus. But to be fair, like I know they have Leoncolia set. So, like, if I book Zeus there, then, like, they go Leoncolia, chain a Paleo, and they go for another rank 2 play. So, yeah. I think that's why I did it here. That leaves me pretty low. But we're not dying here, which is a good thing. So we can set the Laundry, and then they're just going to go main 2. And they decide to just pass. End phase, we're going to Tiding to bring back the Chamber. Oh, I think at some point, actually, I realized, I actually didn't realize this either in game or like in the moment as I was casting, but I think at some point they used the Laundry to Tiding to bring back Laundry, and it was supposed to be bounced back to their hand, and neither of us caught it. Like, I remembered when it was my own Tiding, but I forgot when it was my opponent's Tiding. I don't know why. Like, literally, I couldn't tell you. We draw a Router for turn. Again, like, these cards are just, like, not the greatest in this scenario. And, like, we're pretty much out of gas. And my opponent still has, like, a lot of stuff. They have, like, Backjack. They have a lot of Paleos. They have, like, 3 traps. And they have, like, better board presence. But, yeah, pretty much it's now or never. So we're going to go battle phase. We're going to attack into the Canberra roster. They're going to Canadia to book it. And they're going to chain a copy of the Dynamiscus. We're going to summon Chamber and then set Tiding, and then we're going to try and just hope that we live. They're going to Leoncolia to put back the Tiding, and then they're going to Tiding here, chain Leoncolia, and then we're going to pass here. They draw Laundry Trap for turn, and then they're going to overlay into Toad. Yeah, I probably should have just like done Tiding here, just like bounce the Zeus. Because like I'm probably fine with Snow, but to be fair, then like my Snow just gets negated by the Toad, and then I just lose. But yeah, it's a losing position no matter what. They're going to flip up their Laundry. They're going to go into a Nightmare Unicorn. They're going to Unicorn effect to pitch. They target my Chamber. I'm going to chain Tiding to target Zeus. And then they're going to chain Toad to negate the tidying. And then they're going to set my tidying, and then they're going to go ahead and add back Andre off of the Toad. And then they're just going to attack here. They're going to go and try and attack with Zeus again. There definitely was a way for them to to make game there. But yeah, I don't think they had it here. We're going to Snow to book their Zeus, and we have one more turn to live. But we draw a Knock Division, and that's not that great here. So pretty much the only thing I have here is like Pisty, and like normal black metal into Pisty into Nocto is like not that great because I can't make anything afterward because like then I'm Dragon Locked and I can't make Quad Boral because I don't have a Rocket. And I can't make Dark obviously. So yeah, we just did a bit defeat there. Like that was like a really long game too. And now for game 3. Oh my gosh, this video is going to be an eternity. Oh, I guess I should go over siding patterns again. We tabbed out once again. Pretty much the side pattern is almost the same as DB tries to load here. Basically, the side pattern is like the same thing, except I believe I didn't keep in Pankratops for going first. And then I just went ahead and put in Tactics instead. Like the reason why I'm not prioritizing Lancia that highly is that even though like they banish, a lot of the banishing is on my turn, which is like obviously I can't Lancia there. So yeah, I think I ended up doing this as my side pattern right here. So yeah. All right, game 3 time. This is like super insane. All right, our opening hand going first is gonna be Tracer, Reboot, Duster, Safer, and Tactics. So like overall, this hand is pretty good. This is not for like a hand trap, but this is like for when they use like Anomalocris or Backjack in my turn. Again, I think it's just better than Lancia. And then their hand is gonna be Leoncolia, Laundry, Dynamiscus, Canadia, and Backjack. So yeah, again, like they're not playing hand traps, so they're just gonna let us do everything. Here we're gonna go ahead, summon Seyfert, use the effect to go for Collapse Serpent, and then we're gonna go for Striker Dragon and Collapse Serpent to search for a Boot Sector and Wyver Burster. And then we're gonna banish to summon out Wyver Burster, and we're gonna activate Boot Sector to summon out the Tracer. And then here we go for Ruler here. It's because I wanted to keep Boot on field when I could have done like Seal and then Tracer Pop and then go Chaos Ruler. I just wanted to see what I hit. I hit Chamber, which is decent, but I already normal summon, so it's not going to be live this turn. And then here, I'm just going to be ending on, I think, Seal Pass, because like I don't have a lot I can really do to interact with their first turn anyways, usually. Like Hot Red, I guess, here would trade with the Laundry, but like both games, turn 1, they just set 5 pass. So yeah, we go ahead and we just pass here. I probably should have set Reboot. Although to be fair, I was like thinking about what's it called? The Olenoids, which I mean that could have like dealt with the Reboot as well if I like wasn't careful. I think I could just chain Reboot to the Olenoids, so yeah, I probably should just set it because like, the life points do end up mattering in the end. They draw Lava Golem here, which we actually did play around. So yeah, they're gonna go ahead and normal summon out Laundry. They're gonna Laundry effect to mill 3. And they hit double evenly and tidying. And then they're going to go ahead and go battle phase. They're going to go ahead and seal, or attack seal. We're going to seal bounce our own Boot. And then we're going to go ahead and activate the effect. We're going to go and summon out the copy of Black Metal. And then we are going to, or they're going to set 3 pass. So overall, I'm like, okay, this is pretty good. We have Reboot. We should be pretty good. I don't want to like Duster, because like I didn't know like Duster into Reboot and then I put more Paleo Traps in Grave. Even though realistically I should be winning this turn, but yeah, you'll see what happens. So we go Black Metal into Pisty, and then we're gonna go and search for Red MD off of the Black Metal. We're gonna banish it for the Red MD, and then here they activate Dynamiscus, and then here we chain Reboot. They don't have Judgment, which we did see in the previous game that they had Judgment in their deck. So you're going to set Laundry Trap. Then we're going to go ahead and bring back Tracer off of the Red MD. And, yeah, they didn't attack. Yeah, they did not attack into our Black Metal. I was going to say, like, maybe there's a point where we could have, like, used Boot to summon back from Grave, but I don't think there was a point that we could have done it. We go into Halka Fibrax here, and then we Halka Fibrax to summon out Rocket Synchron. And then we summon out the Chamber, And then we go and search tiding, and here it's like, wait, they have a tiding in their grave, and I just realized I messed up. Because well, actually not here. It was right here that I messed up. Yeah, it was so simple. Like all I had to do was unicorn spin laundry, and I won the game right here. I don't know, guys. Like I don't know. Like sometimes you just play like an idiot, and that's what I did this game. I just played like an idiot. I just played so badly. But again, like this is what happens when you play for how long was this so far? This is like an hour. Yeah, this was an hour match at 1 a.m. with a deck that I'm trying to like get a grasp on against a deck that's really grindy that is not really popular. So yeah, I don't know. It's here where I'm like, wow, I actually just like misplayed. Yeah, so we pop the laundry, which is gonna be resurrected by the tiding anyways. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we're both just really tired here. We're just gonna go battle phase anyways, just force it, I guess. And then they're gonna tidying, of course, to bring back the laundry, which triggers the laundry. And of course, we get punished here because they hit really, really, really well. They hit Paleo and they hit a backjack, which is super, super good. And they are going to, we're gonna go ahead and just access code to like pop the board. And we're just gonna set and pass. So they're gonna backjack here. I think they didn't use backjack to stack. But yeah, they go ahead and hit evenly. And then they're gonna draw for turn. It's a breakthrough skill. And then I saw Lava Golem being milled, so I'm like, oh, they probably have a Lava Golem in their hand. Because like, if they're not setting 5, then like they probably have Lava Golem. So like I was already ready for this. Like I could have used tidying, but like I didn't really see a point. Maybe to get it engraved, which actually did come up later. So yeah, actually I definitely should have done it because I keep my access code on board. Yeah, I think at this point I was just tilted. But yeah, they're gonna flip up the laundry trap rather, and they're gonna chain down a Miscus, and then they're gonna go ahead and mill one off of this. So they mill a copy of Needlebug Nest, and then we go ahead and draw for turn. We draw a Cosmic, so we drew a lot of side deck cards here, but now we just don't have an engine. So like I try and think for a long time of how I can do this, but I don't think I have game this turn because I didn't have tiding engraved. If I had tiding engraved, we were fine. And also like the game would have just been different because they wouldn't have had Lava Golem here. Like they would have had to like use breakthrough skill just to like stop access code, and then they would have had like another Paleo coming back. So like they would have 2 Paleos to our access code, but we'd have like tidying engrave plus like stow, and then like we would have Destrudo too. So yeah, we take 1,000 from Lava Golem here, and then we are going to activate the snow, just to like apply as much pressure, because like I could Duster here, but I don't want to like risk putting more Paleo traps unless like I'm certain that I have game, and I'm certain I don't have game here. Because like, what can I do here? I could like go to Destrudo, pay half, and then summon itself. I can like attack, but this is like 4850. It's not game. The only other links I can make are like IP Mask Arena or Dark, and those are both also not game. And so I'm like trying to figure out a way to put this tiding into grave, and I can't think of a way to do it. Yeah, I still can't think of a way I could do that. So, like, because I don't have a rocket to make quad boral, so like I can't like quad boral pitch. Otherwise that would have been pretty good. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and attack, and then attack with Lava Golem. And then we are just gonna pass here. They draw Morella for turn. They're gonna set it and backjack and then pass. And here we draw Noctivision. We take another 1,000 from the Lava Golem. And now we're in a weird spot because we can't Destrudo and then Cosmic. We have to Cosmic first and then Destrudo if we want to do it in that order. But yeah, here's where I decide like I have to go for game. So we're gonna activate the Feather Duster, and then they're gonna chain Morella. And then I decided to let this go, even though I could chain Cosmic. Why do I let this go? Let's think about this. I don't know this card here. I think I should have chained the Cosmic there, right? To stop another body. Because there was no way that I knew that they would have had like another body coming back with this breakthrough skill. Like, now it's fine, because I can now boot summon back the Tracer from grave. Yeah, it's just a lot of weird decisions. Like, I can't even defend half the decisions I'm making like towards the end of this game. Like, this is just a nightmare. They're gonna send Rise to full height here. And now, again, I don't have game. Like, I wasn't gonna be able to stop this. Yeah, that's why I didn't Cosmic. Right, that's why I didn't Cosmic. Okay, now I remember. Because, like, I knew they were gonna send Rise to full height. And, like, it didn't matter if I blocked the number of bodies on their field. I guess it kind of mattered. If I could prevent them from getting 2 Paleos on board, that would have mattered. Because, like, this is Opabinia. Yeah, so I probably should have Cosmic regardless. Here we're going to Boot Sector. We're going to bring back the Tracer here. And we're going to summon out Noctivision. And then here, I don't have any links in my grave because I had to banish them all off of the snow. So, yeah, right here, we're going to go for Dark. And then we're going to try and see what we draw off Noctivision. We draw a Chaos Space. And then we don't have anything to steal, but that's fine because we just need a link to be able to like go for Savage. Because I know this is Backjack. Because like, again, like they don't set anything in this deck that's besides Backjack. So yeah, we're gonna go for the Savage here. And that puts the link in grave. They're gonna chain Rise to full height, which is fine. They're gonna tell you their Backjack. And then here we're just gonna attack into the Backjack. We're gonna let them stack their deck. That's fine. We just don't want them to like get the free trap. So we're gonna negate the effect that banishes itself. And then we're gonna set the Cosmic, and then we're gonna pass. Here they're gonna go ahead and activate the Backjack. We're gonna chain the Savage, and then they're gonna draw for turn into Needlebug Nest. So they would have liked to have had that during the end phase. And then here they're gonna go and make Toad. I could have gone for Tidying, but that didn't seem worth it at all. But yeah, Toad is fine here. And then they're gonna go Battle Phase, attack over our Snow, and then we lose 350. And then they're gonna go Downward. I'm not gonna make the same mistake twice in a row. I'm gonna stop the Zeus from coming out. We're gonna go Savage, Downward, or bounce the Savage and the Downward off the Tidying. Because I have Cosmic for the last set anyways. And they actually had a Paleo to chain there, but they neglected to do so. Like they could have chained a Paleo to my Tidying. And then they're gonna go and Toad add back, which I totally forgot about, that they could just add back the Laundry. And I'm like, oh my god. Here they have to go ahead and mill 3, and I'm like, please don't mill Rise to full height. I'm like, of course they mill Rise to full height. Of course they do. So yeah, they hit Tidying as well. And then they set Needlebug Nest and then pass. I'm like, okay, wait. They're on 2k life. Like, I have to win this turn. Like, I just have to win next turn. I said that for like the last 3 turns, pretty much. But it's this turn I have to win. So end phase Cosmic, hit the Needlebug Nest. And then we draw for turn. Another Tactics, just like no dragons, but it's fine. We're going to go ahead and go Brute Sector to bring back from grave a copy of the Tracer. And then we're going to Tidying to bring back the Chamber. And then we just make Savage here. And then pretty much it doesn't matter if they rise to full height because we're attacking this monster anyways. And like this doesn't matter here. So after all that said and done, we finally walk away with it. That was the longest match I've probably ever played. Or maybe not ever, but like in recent memory for sure. Really, that could have been prevented if I literally just Unicorn spun the Laundry. I don't know why I didn't do that. I think I just forgot about the Tidying that was in grave. I don't know. Yeah, again, that match was like really ugly, but I mean, there's a lot of plays to go over. So yeah, feel free to like, again, comment down anything below. Again, I played poorly. If you made it this far into the video, type hashtag laundry OP, or not hashtag, don't do the hashtag because YouTube blocks the hashtags. Type a laundry OP in the comments if you made it this far into the video. But yeah, I don't have anything else to say here. I don't want to like spend too much more time because this is already like a 15-minute video. So that's going to be it. Thanks guys for watching. And until next time, I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.